Well, our first guest is a hot young comic who was recently named one of Brooklyn Magazine's 30 Under 30.
And when she's not making best of lists, she's working on the incredible game show. Punderdome 3000, Dr. Game Show, the list goes on and on. Jo Firestone.
Hi.
Welcome to Arise. My
Thank you.
goodness. Firestone, you're on fire.
Thank you. Thanks. No one's ever said that to me before, and now I feel like it. Thank you.
Well, okay, so how many jobs do you actually have and when do you sleep?
Jobs, I don't have any, I just do whatever anyone pays me to do. I'll do anything.
Anything?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, be careful.
No, I won't do anything. I'll do some things. I'll do some things for money.
For
There
money.
you go.
I'm a
Where's the
freelancer.
line drawn at, though?
One time I spied on some kids for money, and I don't want to do that anymore.
That's
Okay.
not fun.
I'm glad
No.
you're drawing the line.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just making sure my job was to make sure that they got home safe.
No,
Okay.
So
that's
my job
important.
was to kind of hide out and
Watch
watch
you
them.
hide out the bushes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I don't do that anymore, so that's
Yeah, 'cause
done.
you could get arrested. Gotta be careful.
Yeah. Mhm.
So earlier in the show, we were talking about Woody Harrelson in pajamas on the
Yeah.
red carpet. What do you think?
Well, okay, is it possible that those are just like really fancy pants? Like that's the new wave of fashion.
Oh,
Fancy
true.
pants.
They probably are like $500 silk
Like
pajamas.
I feel like they are. Oh, you still think they're pajamas?
Yes, I think they're
She's like, they
pajamas.
still are. Like a
Do you
kimono
think-
outfit, part of that.
Like, what if that's like the new fashion? Like, I never know what the new fashion is going to be. I feel like it could be like robes, you know, and like flannel. Flannel is already in fashion. I feel like it could be.
Okay.
They could work.
right.
They could work.
I mean, would you guys wear? I mean, I'd wear like a nightgown kind of thing.
Yeah, I would actually with a pair of heels.
Yeah, with the heels with a nightgown sounds cute.
Yeah,
and
it could
it's like
work.
there's lace.
Right.
I feel like he's on the frontier.
Well, since we're on the headlines, we got to
Yeah.
ask you about the birth room selfie. This guy took a picture of himself cheesing while his wife is behind him pushing.
No.
What you know? That wouldn't work for you?
No, that's horrible. When is she ever going to forgive him for that?
I don't know.
Never.
Never.
I would never forgive him for that.
No.
Okay, so would your man be allowed to go below the curtain, or would he have to stay above the curtain?
Great question. I get asked this every day. And let's see. I think maybe, I don't know. I guess it would depend. Maybe if I'm the second child, they'd say below the curtain.
Okay.
I'd say, now you can see the action now that I'm more comfortable with the process.
Now you loosen up a little.
Yeah.
Literally?
Oh, no.
Come on! Oh,
no.
my God!
Right along. So, I joked earlier that people go to Tinder to get herpes, not a kidney. What do you think of that?
Yeah, now I feel like it's like a beautiful story. I feel like people are going to use Tinder more now.
For organ
Yeah.
donation?
Yeah.
Right.
You never
That's
know.
so, I mean, do you think that couple went on to be together? I feel like they must have.
I mean, if that's one way to score, a date.
Yeah.
I'm such a good guy. I
Yeah.
gave your friend a kidney. You
That's-
can't break up with
You
him after
can't.
that.
You really can't. You have to wait for him to break up with you.
Yes.
You can't, right? There's no way you could break up with him.
No.
And
Got
what if
to.
he really falls in love with you and asks you to marry him? You have to say yes.
You have to say yes, and you have to involve that friend that got the kidney. Like
Yes.
you can't sever ties with her either.
Ugh.
You're done.
You're done.
You're glued to him. That
It's a
just seems like a
trap.
horrible. That's a trap. It's a
Yeah,
horrible
it's a trap.
trap, and I think we hate them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all horrible people.
Okay, so let's talk about your career.
Okay.
You are on fire. You like game shows, I'm
Clearly.
going to guess.
I love game shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your love of game shows. Talk to us about your game show themed shows.
Sure.
Go.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Okay.
So I love game shows. I do a radio show every week. That's game shows that people submit from like all over the world, and we play them on the air on WFMU, and that's kind of fun. So like everybody makes up game shows, and we just play them. Like some of them are pretty bad.
Like
though.
what, for example? What's the strangest game show you've ever received?
The worst one we've ever, and then so one wins. So we like play one from the week to the following week.
Okay.
And this was the worst game, and it won for like 6 weeks because
Whoa.
people kept voting it on. But it was infuriating. It was called Werewolf Elton John.
What?
Now
Okay.
people just had to sing an Elton John song until at one point they had to turn into a werewolf.
Interesting.
And there was no points. There's no way to win. It just was it was intolerable, and we had to listen to it. This took up hours of our time.
Oh.
People
You still
kept playing.
seem traumatized.
It was
Yeah,
horrible.
it does.
So
people
which do you
kept
hate
playing.
more now, Elton John or werewolves?
Werewolves, I think. But Elton John, now I get kind of like a twitch. I'm like, is it going to turn into a werewolf? It was horrible. Like, could you guys, like,
No.
no.
Don't do
I
it.
don't want to play that game. That's not a
Ever.
game I want to play. I play any
Okay.
game
Well,
over that.
What's a game from your childhood you would like to play? Like, do you have a favorite game show?
Sure. A favorite game show as a child?
As a child, yeah. Growing up.
I mean, Jeopardy. I feel like Jeopardy's real solid.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's still hard for me, funny, but I have trouble with
You
that.
try.
Yeah, crosswords are also troublesome. You never know exactly what they're looking for.
That's true. I'm a Wheel of Fortune type girl.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
I heard they digitized it.
Oh, no.
They don't spin them anymore.
So
That's
what's
no
Vanna
fun.
White doing?
I
Just
don't
standing
know.
there?
I don't know what
No,
she's
she
doing.
touches them.
It's a touch
You
screen
turn-
now, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
she doesn't have to
touches.
turn
Yeah.
it.
She
Oh.
probably gotten weaker
Yeah.
because
It's a lot of work. You know?
I mean, it's a lot of work. I bet they
Better
were
than heavy.
heavy.
Yeah.
So they
I
wouldn't, spin all the way around when you touched
Exactly.
them.
She did
That's why
that.
her
She had
arms are so
killer
good.
arms. Yeah.
Yeah.
She had killer
I
arms.
should maybe think about getting some spinny letters here.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
should.
It's in the
We need to
budget.
get a lot of things here.
Yeah.
Friends of single people in the
Yes.
Firestone Success Academy. Okay,
Yeah.
your academy has comedians giving out advice to people. How did that come to be? Why does it work?
It doesn't
Explain.
work.
It doesn't,
It doesn't work at all.
But it does happen. It happens once a month at this place in Brooklyn called Pete's Candy Store, and
Yeah.
it's like a night school kind of feel where we take attendance, and then there's different topics. Like last month we did how to be a good lover, and then this month we're going to do how to survive winter.
Oh.
So it's like comedians giving tips.
Okay. What's the best piece of advice a comedian's given?
Well, it turns out the comedians actually don't know a lot. I mean, it turns out that the advice is pretty bad on the whole. It ends up being that we're all a little confused at the end.
So basically, do the opposite of what they say.
Yeah, well, we did. Yes, exactly. There
Okay.
was one controversy. There was one. We did how to date.
Okay.
And there was a big problem about ghosting because the comedians recommended
yeah.
ghosting as a way to end the date, and then everybody in the audience got very upset.
Yeah, I could imagine.
That's not nice. You
Yeah,
gotta
you don't-
give people some closure.
You believe in
Yeah.
the closure.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You can disappear right
Can it-
after you say it's over.
Can it be an email or a text, or do you think it has to be a phone
All
call?
of the above.
Anything works.
Yes, just something.
Yeah.
There
You
you
just
go.
can't disappear. That's not fair.
Not
Yeah.
at all.
Okay.
All right. So Lola loves a bad pun. She comes
Oh.
up with them all the time in the office.
great.
So
Terrorize him all the time.
So she would be great, I'm assuming, at Punderdome
Yeah, you
3000.
should come
Tell
to
us about that.
Punderdome.
I will be there. You have
What-
no
That's
idea.
That's so great.
But
You
what
should
goes
definitely
on
come.
there? How does it work? What?
So you get a topic,
Uh-huh.
and then you have to make up a pun in 90 seconds about it.
Well, okay, so if we gave you a topic like,
Oh, jeez.
does it have to be a funny topic? Or can
No,
it be
it can be
anything?
any topic. Lola, will you
Okay.
do this as well?
Sure.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Give me a topic.
lingerie?
Lingerie, great. Okay,
We talk
great.
about that a lot here.
Okay, great.
know.
Uh-huh. Okay. There, I couldn't find my hosiery, so I looked under the drawer, underwear. No, okay.
That's not a good example. I don't know.
Listen.
Okay, you give one, and then
Lola,
you go
do
do
you have
it.
one? I really. This is
I
tricky.
know.
Support, something along those lines, right? We're going for
Okay.
support.
Support.
Okay.
Elastic. That's a very popular thing. Elastic.
Was there any favorites that have gone down in Punderdome history?
Yes,
Give us that one.
other people have done great. But
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So this last time around, the topic was election day because it was on
Okay.
election day, and this woman was like, "I just watched a great movie. Have you seen it?"
Have you sent it? Like, Senate? Lola's like, yeah, I don't know about that one.
That was just pure staring. Oh my gosh! Wow, that was a lot of heat. That was a lot of heat.
Well, you do this with your dad. Is he
Yeah.
funny too?
Yeah, he's a Rodney Dangerfield impersonator.
No
Are
way.
you serious?
Yeah.
Are you
That is
serious?
awesome.
Really?
Just for the, I mean, he doesn't do it a lot, but he does it. He works on it. He's worked on it for like 10 years.
Are you
Does he get any
kidding?
respect down there?
No, he gets no respect.
No, still. After so many
Yeah,
years.
after so many years, he gets no respect.
Oh,
Well,
God.
who's funnier, you or your dad?
I think my dad's probably funnier.
Really? Are
yeah.
you just being gracious?
No,
You're being a
he's-
good daughter?
No, he's probably funnier than but I'm there, so I got a job too, so it's it's
That's a
okay.
good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was it like a laugh a minute in your house growing up?
No, I
Really?
don't think so. But I don't think when there's children around, I feel like we're just so bad as children that you can't laugh, right? You can't.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun.
Yeah.
We'll laugh to keep from crying.
But there you go. Yeah. He would do a lot of like magic tricks with us.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So when did you realize that you were funny?
But sometimes I would question it. But there's maybe 20.
20.
20.
Okay.
Really?
So you
Yeah.
weren't like the class clown or anything?
No, I don't think so. One time I sometimes would pull pranks, but I don't know if they were that funny. There's pranks could be sort of funny. I don't know. Were you guys class clowns?
A
or-
little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why we have so much fun
That's
here.
why we're such clowns.
Yeah.
That's great.
That is why we're such
Take us
clowns
back to
here.
the first time you hit the stage. It was after 20, right?
Sure.
So did you bomb? Did you score? How did it go?
Did I bomb? Did I score? These are great questions. I think it was in college, and I did okay. I think I did okay. Yeah, I did better than I expected, which is why you keep going, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I didn't know I was okay at this.
Or you still get nervous when you hit the stage?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I did a show last night. I was really nervous.
Really?
Well, what do you do to calm down?
Nothing. You just wait till it's over.
You just wait till it's
Yeah.
over. Now, your comedy has been described as alternative.
Sure.
And a Village Voice writer called your style concentrated, unabashed silliness. How would you describe your style?
It's pretty alternative, I'd say. It's a little bit on the other end of things.
Yeah.
I've done clubs before, and it doesn't go over so well. But like I'm more suited for like the basements and the attics and stuff. Like
Attics?
like if someone put on a show if they're in their attic,
Yeah.
I'd be pretty good at
You're
that
right
show.
We're also going to be at the comedy festival, so tell us about that.
Yeah.
Where can we see
What
the show?
topics are you tackling?
Yeah.
No topics. A lot of insecurity. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Universal feelings.
Feelings.
Yeah,
I do a lot
true.
of feelings, of emotions.
Does that make people uncomfortable, though? They're sitting there
Sure,
like,
I
oh,
bet
she's
so.
tapping into me.
Yeah, sometimes I bet they'd be uncomfortable for sure. Yeah, I mean, who knows though? Sometimes people laugh regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no way of telling. I guess I could conduct a survey afterwards. Like, did that make you uncomfortable?
I think they'll laugh so you don't think it's them.
Yeah. No, I felt comfortable. Yeah.
Okay. So what's next for you?
What's next?
Yeah. How many more jobs are you adding to the,
right.
to the agenda?
Any job any job.
As long as you're not spying on kids
Yeah,
anymore, right?
no more and no more babysitting.
And
I'm
no
done
more
with, and no more catering.
So you wouldn't be a nanny for a rich couple? Because you could end up rich, too.
Oh, right, yeah.
The way things are going these days.
I know. I don't think I could. I don't think I have the smoothness. I think I'd be too. I feel like that takes a lot of smoothness to like be able to watch kids and have an affair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's a lot
takes
of work.
like you have to look good and like there's stuff like kids throw marshmallows at you and stuff. How are you supposed to look good?
Well, stick to the comedy. You'll be
Thanks.
just
Oh,
fine.
thank you.
There you go.
Appreciate
And we can
that.
catch you at the festival. When will we be able to see you?
Yeah, I was there last night and then I'm around.
right.
I'm around.
All
You're
right.
around,
Yeah,
We're going to
thanks.
find you because you're really funny.
well,
Yeah, and we
thanks
can
for
catch you at one of
having
your
me.
shows also. So
Great,
thank
come
you so
whenever
much for
if you want to go to
joining
an
us.
attic or something.
All
Yeah,
right,
it'd be
you're
fun.
down. We are
Yeah.
there.
Great, thanks guys.
Thank you, Ms. Firestone. Thank you. Love her. We'll be right back with more Rise Entertainment 360.